On September 3, 2025, Jamaicans went to the polls. The result? A narrow win for Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his Jamaica Labour Party, 34 seats to PNP's 29. On paper, the PNP came up short. But did the PNP supporters really lose? What does this mean for everyday Jamaicans, developing economies at large, and global markets reacting to a shift, or near shift, that almost happened? But what really transpired? Let us set the scene. The 2025 Jamaican general election gave the ruling JLP 34 of 63 seats, while the People's National Party, PNP, secured 29. Turnout was abysmal. About 39% of registered voters showed up. This was not a blowout. Compared to 2020's landslide JLP triumph, 49 versus 14 seats, this result signals a major swing. PNP exceeded expectations. PNP leader Mark Golding conceded graciously but with a tinge of frustration. Sometimes those disappointments are laced with a tinge of a sense that not all is fair and just. And for us as citizens, how does it affect our lives? For everyday Jamaicans, political shifts like this are more than headlines. They revolve around pocketbooks, public safety, and hope. For example, take the current state of our economy. Unemployment stands low, around 3.3%. Crime has plummeted. Killings are down 43%, thanks to stronger security and firearm seizures. JLP has pledged income tax cuts from 25% to 15% and to double the national minimum wage over the coming years. Big promises with ripple effects. On the other hand, the PNP's Golding pushed for tax reforms aimed at the working class, like raising the tax threshold and improving infrastructure. These would have also had major impacts on markets and society. Lower taxes and higher wages can boost purchasing power, but may pressure business margins, especially in tourism, Jamaica's economic backbone. Let us now look at it from a global and financial perspective. This election encapsulates a reality for many developing nations: fragile democracies, high economic stakes, and global attention on stability. International watchers, like the World Bank, have applauded Jamaica's fiscal recovery. Public debt dropped from 140% of GDP in 2013 to 73.4% recently. That bolsters investor confidence, but a PNP swing, had it happened, could have introduced uncertainty. So, while the JLP victory likely reassures foreign investors, the PNP's strong showing signals appetite for change, something global markets notice, especially when margins tighten. The election is over, ballots counted, but was it a total loss for the PNP? On paper, yes, PNP lost, but context matters. Reason 1, they gained ground. From dominating losses in 2020 to nearly flipping the government, this is progress. Key seats flipped: Portland Eastern, St. Mary Southeastern by 11 votes, St. James Southern, etc. Reason 2, low turnout skewed the game. With turnout under 40%, a motivated minority shaped the result. That means latent support remains dormant. Reason 3, public sentiment. Still unresolved. Golding's concession may have deferred, not deflated, the PNP's momentum. If dissatisfaction persists on inequality, transparency, cost of living, the next election could yield a different outcome. Now, how can PNP, or Jamaicans, turn things in their favor? Here is the silver lining and what you, a concerned citizen or future leader, can do. 1. Mobilize voter engagement. Get out the vote. If turnout climbs, PNP's latent support could tip the balance next time. 2. Clarify and communicate the message. Make tax thresholds, infrastructure, anti-corruption, and transparency resonate in real-world terms for households, schools, and streets. 3. Build coalitions. Engage civil society, businesses, and youth leaders. Show concrete alternatives to JLP's status quo, not just criticisms. 4. Capitalize on momentum. Use the near win as a narrative. We're not backing down, we came this close. And globally, if PNP can convincingly present an economic platform, one balancing tax fairness and growth, they could attract developmental support and investor interest. And for us as citizens of Jamaica, if you are Jamaican, wake up. Do not wait for someone else to care about your future. Vote, ask tough questions, support transparency. If you are watching from abroad, watch Jamaican Democracy. It shows the thrust of politics in developing nations. Support grassroots accountability, local businesses, and fair economic policies. PNP may have fallen short in seats, but not in spirit or potential. This election was a wake-up call, not an endpoint. The real question, will Jamaica and its people use this moment to turn the page? If you like this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another video from Global Finance Snapshot. Let us keep dissecting politics, economics, and power, not as headlines but as lifelines. Until next time, stay informed and demand better.